In 1801, a young scientist stood in a dark room and captured an image of something no human had ever seen. Not a person, not a landscape. He photographed light that was invisible to the human eye. He discovered a hidden part of our world, and then history forgot him. His name was Johann Wilhelm Ritter. In his 20s, he was intense, obsessive, and always a few steps ahead of everyone else. He lived in an age where science was exploding. Electricity, chemistry, optics. But Ritter wasn't interested in what could already be seen. He chased what shouldn't exist. Forces beyond perception. Truths beyond the limits of the eye. Scientists of his time had mapped the rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. That was the full spectrum, the known universe of color. But Ritter looked at the edge, where violet faded into nothing, and he asked a question no one else had thought to ask. Just a year earlier, scientists had found invisible heat existing beyond the red end of the spectrum. Ritter wondered, could something also exist beyond violet? It was a dangerous question because it challenged the very definition of what visible meant. He set up a simple experiment. Ritter knew that a chemical, silver chloride, darkens when exposed to light. So he let sunlight pass through a prism, splitting it into a rainbow. He placed strips of paper coated with the chemical at different points along the colors. Then he placed one more strip, just beyond violet, in a place where light wasn't supposed to be. Nothing should have happened. But as the sun streamed in, the impossible occurred. The strip in the empty darkness beyond violet began to blacken. It darkened faster and more intensely than any of the strips in the visible rainbow. Something invisible was hitting it, something more powerful than violet light. Ritter had captured the first evidence of what we now call ultraviolet radiation. He had photographed the invisible. This should have made him famous, but instead Ritter was doubted, dismissed, even mocked. His ideas sounded mystical to his peers, closer to philosophy than hard science. Most scientists simply couldn't accept the idea of light that humans couldn't see. Ritter spiraled. He felt unheard, unseen. Ironically, just like the invisible light he'd discovered. Struggling for money and recognition, he died at just 33. His research scattered. Decades passed. New scientists noticed strange burns from sunlight and chemical reactions they couldn't explain. Slowly, with better tools and more open minds, they began repeating Ritter's work. They found what he found. They named it ultraviolet light. Beyond violet. Today, that discovery is everywhere. It sterilizes medical equipment, explains sunburn, and helps astronomers reveal the secrets of distant stars. It's used in forensic science to uncover hidden evidence and allows us to see patterns in nature that are invisible to our own eyes. Entire industries exist because Ritter dared to look past the edge of what was known. He was right all along. He just lived too early to be believed. Johann Wilhelm Ritter expanded our world by looking beyond its edges. He proved that truth doesn't care whether we're ready for it, and that discovery often begins where our senses end. His story is a quiet reminder that the universe is far larger than what our eyes can see, and that sometimes the greatest breakthroughs belong to those brave enough to chase the invisible. Like, subscribe, and let's keep exploring how even the unremarkable can surprise us.
Stay curious. This is Unremarkably Remarkable.